Hey guys, so if you didn't see the last part where I did the side pod and the fuselage here, go check that out. But this is part 5 today. As you can see, I got both of them done. I didn't show the right side, I only did the left side, but it's the exact same thing, just mirrored. So yeah, this is what I have so far. Got the fuselage with these side pods here. And if you see on the bottom, landing gear is gonna go somewhere around here, somewhere around here. And yeah, this thing is pretty light for how big it is. And so what I'm gonna be doing today in part 5 is I'm gonna be finishing up the tail, which is gonna be the elevator and then the rudder fin thingies. Cause I already got the servo pulled out here, so yeah, let's start on that. Okay guys, so as you can see right here, I got the elevator template cut out right here. Really nice. I had to draw this line out here because this whole thing is actually the elevator that moves up and down. Right here I cut these lines because that's where the rudders are gonna sit, and I have to draw this line through here. So basically just a giant rectangle, so it should be really simple to make. I'm gonna make it double layer thick so that it has some structural rigidity, but also I got the rudder template already cut out before from the side profile of the fuselage. If y'all didn't see that, I think it was in like the last part or the second part of this series, but I'm gonna cut out 2 of these too. But these are just gonna be one single plate because I don't need them that thick. They're not actually gonna be moving. So yeah, let me do that and we'll be back. Alright guys, so I got the elevator cut out and all. So as you can see, I cut these little bevels here so that when you close it, it will form sort of like a very slight airfoil. So yeah, I'm gonna close it now. I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna put like something in here so it'll hold that airfoil shape. Probably just like a thin piece of foam. So yeah. Alright guys, so as you can see right there, I added a little strip of foam with just one layer. So when you fold this over, it will make an airfoil shape. Really slight airfoil shape. I won't be putting any carbon fiber spars in here because if you look at where it sits on the fuselage, it sits really, like a lot of it's just being supported already. Only a little bit's hanging off, so it's not really worth putting a carbon fiber support. So yeah, let me close this up and then I'll put it on the back of the fuselage. Okay guys, so I closed the thingy elevator now, so you see the airfoil shape. And this is pretty light. I put a little piece of tape out here, even though I put glue. I put glue here and here because you can see the rest of it's just open, and that's gonna be covered once I put the rudder on. You see? Boom. So yeah, let me cut out 2 of these and then we can put it all on the back of that. can see, I got 2 of these rudders cut out now. So 1 for each side, like this, in between the elevator. And yeah, so now it's time to put the elevator on right there. Something like that. And then these 2 on the side. And that will be the tail. So first thing first, I need to get this servo. In somewhere, because also I need to make sure this elevator sits flat. It's sitting kind of sideways. Y'all see this? It's like that. I don't know why, but I'm gonna fix that. And I need to cut out the elevator itself, like the control surface. But first I need to get a space for the elevator servo. So I'm gonna do that. Alright guys, so I got the cutout shaved and I got the servo in there, as you can see. But I'm gonna glue this down onto there. So now I fixed up the thing where it like wasn't sitting flat. So yeah, now it will sit flat. Also, I see a little problem here. This is like, I'm gonna need to chop off some of this so the elevator can actually sit. Can actually have space to move. So I'm gonna put some glue on here now. Okay guys, so as you can see, I got the elevator glued on there. Right there, there's the glue. And if you look right there, that's the servo. That's gonna control the actual control surface on this. But yeah, now I need to put something to close this little gap part, like a tab. That's gonna close like this probably. Something like that. Both I need to put on the elevators. I mean the rudder fins. So let's get to that. Alrighty, so this mark where this is gonna be flat. So technically from here, this is 90 degrees. This is about 2 inches up. So if we go 2 inches up from here, that will be right there. Now we can draw a straight line from here to there. And this will be our where it needs to sit. And if we test this, that looks right, just about right. So let me make that mark on this one too. And then I'll get the hot glue gun heated up. I need to make a mark on this side. With this one, this is the left. Alright, plugging in the hot glue gun. Alright guys, so as you can see, I cut out this little piece of foam board, cut out the paper from this side, and this is just gonna be like covering up right there, because on the real V22 Osprey, it actually has something just like that on it. So yeah, I'm just gonna glue that in place, and then I'm gonna put like something to cover that little hole up on the side. Y'all can see that little hole right there. I'm gonna cover that up. So yeah, let me get to working on that. Alright guys, so as you can see, I got this pretty much most of the tail section done. As you can see, I added those little things in there to fill in those holes. Camera doesn't want to focus, but boom, right here, left this little space. This is gonna be the elevator actually. Another thingy, this side came out a little more ugly. Anyways, on the bottom, I'm gonna need to cut out like probably like this much, like right here probably, so it leaves space for the elevator to move. So let me do that, and then that's gonna be it for this part of the video. And this thing is starting to actually look like a V22 Osprey, guys. If y'all look at it, it actually looks like one. If I don't show y'all the front, because like I don't have the wings on or nothing, but like if you just look at this actually looks like a V22 Osprey. So looking pretty good, guys, I think. So yeah, let me get this done back here. So basically I'm just gonna cut off some of this stuff. So probably like this much, like I said earlier. And then I'm gonna need to cut all the way down. Okay, just like that. You see now, guys, we have space for the elevator to move up and down. I'm probably gonna add like a bevel here. This looks kind of ugly, so let me add like a bevel and then cover that up. But this is gonna be on the underside, so you won't really see it. Only when I'm like hovering the plane close to the ground or something, you'll see it. I'm trying to add a lot of bevel to this. Let me move y'all to this side so I can get a better look at what's going on here. I want a bigger bevel, but the servo's kind of in my way. Alright, that looks good enough. So I can probably use the same piece that I cut off from it to put right there. Yeah, looks good enough to me. So I'm gonna add a bevel to that piece too. So I put a bevel in that piece so it sits flush with this one, kinda. It needs to be even more bevel. What if I put this? Oh man, I need to get this glue out of the way. This little bitty glue on there. I put this bevel facing. Oh yeah, that works better. This is a really high angle. I need to chop this down to there and about there. I don't see where I marked it. Alright, looks much better there. Now I should add another bevel, but I'll add that once I glue it on. So let me get the hoop. How glue gonna heat it up? Because it's probably cooled down already. Yeah. Alright guys, the hot glue gun is heated up now, so I'm just gonna glue on the little piece that I cut out, which is right here, I think. This is the one. Yep. So I'm just gonna put glue right here. And right here on the sides. Oh yeah, right here too. And then this should close it off nice and good. Yep, so just squish it on there nice and good. And then I'm gonna trim it off a little bit. Alright, let me get that dry and then I'll trim it off with the razor knife right here on the top. Alright, the glue's about done drying, so I'm just gonna trim this off a little bit like this. Add a slight bevel to this so it can be more aerodynamic and it will look better. Alright, it looks much better now. So yeah, that's just it for today, guys. Finish this. I'll do the control surfaces last, probably, in the build, but for now, this is all I did right now in part 5 today. Finishing the tail section. So, there y'all have it, guys. Tail section of the V22 Osprey VTOL RC plane that I'm making. So yeah, if y'all didn't see the other parts, part 4 was where I made these like side tube thingies, side pods. That was part 4. In part 3, I covered the rear of the fuselage, this like part that goes up. In part 2, I did the fuselage itself, the mid section right here. And in part 1, I did the wings. So yeah, go watch all those other parts to stay updated on this build process and journey of me making this RC VTOL. Stay tuned, guys. This is part 5, day 5, part 5 of making the RC V22 Osprey. So yeah, that was the tail section, guys. Hope you liked this video. Like and subscribe. Please go watch the other videos of my channel. And bye, guys. See you in the next video.